Okay, getting started. Make a folder, assignment 6B still life. We're going to put everything because you're going to need probably a few things for this. I want to have some textures ready. So I've got these textures that are back a couple days or a couple weeks that one can download. I have this one that I've already taken in. It's just a polka dots, and I selected it and reduced the size so that this one would be smaller to take in to Illustrator, and I've got some more textures that I might want to work from. Now if I wanted, I know they're going to have to be smaller, so I'm going to take this one and open it up in Photoshop. And texture or pattern, it's hard to say. I'm going to do a select all, edit, select all, copy, and paste. And I'm going to take Command T to scale that down. I'm holding the Shift key so I can do it from the center. And this is probably going to be small enough where I could use that. I'm just going to save this again as a Photoshop document to get back to it later. I'm in the right place, and save. You need your photos to work from, a photo. The photo needs to be asymmetrical to start off with. Here's some that I've used before, and then here's the one that I ended up using for one of them. These are all actually asymmetrical, but they don't, they could be cropped a little bit better. So what I would do, the asymmetry in them means that, like for instance this one is not symmetrical really, but it has a real center of interest. So it feels like everything is distributed along this center axis. It's asymmetrical, definitely, but if I was going to use this, I would think about cropping it in to make it more interesting. And by that, I'm going to make it a little tighter and I'm not going to have so many things almost meet the edge. I'm just going to try to make it maybe like that. And this one makes sense to be like this, but some of these others where they're cropped in, like this one, like this one might make more sense to not have this edge up here, and therefore I not very successful of an image to work with unless I wanted to start down here. This would be more interesting if something went off the page in all directions. It's called more of like an open composition. You leave some things off the page for suggestion, and so compositionally this could be more interesting. Let me take this one and let's check the size, image size. It's still kind of big, so I'm going to take it down to like, I'll say 12 inches, maybe 12 for the, and I'm going to select all of this and copy, and first I better get Illustrator up. All right, I need a new Illustrator file, new. So I need to work in something that's 8 by 10, 11 by 17, 11 by 11. I think it's best, I'm going to use a square. I'm not saying it's best to use a square, just I'm going to use the square. Make the color model RGB for now, and it'll likely default at 300 ppi there, and that's okay. And I don't need any artboards right now. we'll need them more later, but I'm just going to focus on one. And now I'm going to paste, edit, paste. And that's what I get. So this image came in. If I go to my links, wherever they are, window, links, they're somewhere. I do that to make it disappear so it will come back and I can see where it goes. So this one came in as already embedded, and I can tell that because it doesn't have that X through it. And I think that's going to work. I might scale this down just a bit, holding down the Option and the Shift key so I can still see my edges. And I might bring this over and my layers. I am going to first find my layers over here, lock it, and I'm ready to start making a new layer on top.